Yeah, just make sure your weapons are not out. And
Yeah.
not
Yes,
saying, like,
please
we're
do
a
not.
bit
Yeah,
this is
do
paranoid,
not
you know?
approach.
maybe not that way, but like,
Yeah,
just
do
like, hey,
not
how's
approach
your day?
threateningly. We will. Do
Approach
not approach
very
threateningly. Approach
kindly.
friendly. Approach friendly. Do not approach
Yeah.
threateningly. We will take action.
Or take off really fast, right, Sena?
Okay, hold on. This feels like it needs to be mentioned. Shout out to Andrew here and Oda. Okay, they basically figured out that I was gonna do my vault run because I was with our friend. Shout out to Tim. Okay, so basically I was in the truck, and when you're alone in the vault, typically you don't want to leave like the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like on the lookout, and I was so antsy that when Andrew and Oda basically pulled up, I like
Oh yeah, I
booked it out of the
remember.
truck. I was like, I gotta go. Nope,
We just
I'm not
wanted to
leaving.
say hi.
Yeah, but then when I went around, I was told that basically like, oh, come back, it's Oda. I was like, fuck you guys, man. I got so scared.
Yeah, in the blacked
Yeah.
out like car.
I like dipped
I was
so
so scared.
quickly.
Yeah, okay, maybe we didn't think it through.
Hi there, friends. Buckle up for another exciting ride at Behind the Blues. In this episode, we're joined by the fantastic crew from G6, Sena, Elori, Mikey, and Daniel. Get ready for some G6 gossip, a debate on hot dogs, and loads of laughs with friends.
Hi guys, thank you so much for coming today.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for having
Hey.
us.
Thanks for having us, Oda.
Yeah, of course. Can you all start by telling us your names and what you do?
Sure. I am Daniel Freeman, and currently I am a union recruiter for Group 6, and I've been in the city for about 2 months now.
Cool.
Perfect. My name's Elori. I'm very new to the city. I've been here for less than a week. I do a lot of G6, basically. Yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah.
Woo. Hello, I am Mikey Tran. I am Sena's husband. Been in the city for about a month now, around there. All I really do is grind G6 for the monies.
Ooh, a grinder.
I'm a grinder.
Hello, my name is Sena Rio. I am a certified G6 gremlin and a professional Chiliad jumper.
Ooh,
Yes.
heck yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
for having me.
go.
Thanks for
thank
having
you guys
us,
so much for
yes.
coming.
Yeah, thank you.
I am so excited to learn some more about G6 and yeah. What else you guys spend your time doing?
I mean, for myself, we definitely have been doing like a lot of groundwork at the job, trying to make sure that the community outreach is a bit better than it used to be when the city first opened up.
Yeah?
It used to be when I came in, all I would hear about is a negative culture of like, oh, these guys don't talk. They're barely people, they're hitting us on going 100 miles an hour with their trucks, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But when I came in, I was a little awkward, didn't know anyone when I flew into the city. So I kind of made a decision when I came in, and I got picked up by a couple of mentors of mine. Special shout out to Jay Hilfiger and Luke Charles. And even though he is now a bit of a disgraced member, William Durr, those guys really got me started in the city, and they inspired me to do the same for the people who are on the couch.
That's really good. Oh, Daniel, you said disgraced member. What does that entail?
So for G6, in order to do the job, you have to be a completely clean, well, not completely. You cannot have a felony on your record in order to be able to work the job. If you get a felony, regardless of what it is, you are no longer allowed to work in G6. So anyone who gets a felony for whatever reason, they can't come by the lot. Really, they're not trusted, and they have some, they have a criminal record. They are no longer allowed to work the job. So since William has a felony now, in fact, a couple. He is no longer allowed in the vicinity, no longer allowed on the lot, and he can't do the job. But he did lay a lot of the groundwork, so I do feel like he needs to at least get a bit of recognition for that.
Yeah, of course. And you work on a union now?
Yeah, this is a brand new project we're working on. There was a lot of small foundations, but with the city progressing at as fast a rate as it has, A lot of people have come to me and spoken about how they are being, threatened in the streets and robbed, and they're getting their bags stolen off of them, and even their phones, their SIM cards, just personal belongings taken off of them for we don't quite know why, but the bosses started handing out some gifts to us, so that might be part of the reason. But I don't think people don't really look at it from the perspective of us as much, which, I mean, it has to do probably with the early on times of not considering G6 workers as people, really. Almost, some people look at us as subhuman, which I'm really, really trying for that to change.
Yeah, I
so
think that's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. The union is essentially like a long-term goal of making sure that we have a direct line of communication between all of our workers, and that we can work the job as safely as possible through just meeting each other, being able to pair up and make each other's time in the city valuable and worth living.
Okay, and do you feel a difference since Daniel has been doing this?
I mean, I've been his protege since I was like, I think my second day in the city, maybe first day. And now I'm like one of the T3s, and I don't hang out with him as often in terms of like doing runs together. But it's definitely different. I don't know if it's like good or bad. I'm leaning more towards good, I guess. But now it's like we feel like there's like an extra work, because now we're like on a clockwork of, okay, whose run is next, and then let's protect. If not, like, just preventative measures to like not get robbed.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, though.
But you're investing your own time to create this safety.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're working towards. Is once it all gets sort of put together, it won't be as much of a time investment. As soon as everything gets settled, put in place, and we have the amount of people that I think we will need in like leadership positions, I don't think that'll even be an issue. It'll just be, around the clock as much as possible, so you're not really, using up as much time. And once you get to a certain point, I also just don't want people burning out on the job. That's happened a lot too.
Yeah.
Where people will just, attempt to do everything on time at certain times, and then they quit the job without even having a reason to, just because it's so monotonous. It can get boring if you're not, just going out and touching grass and talking to people. So
I know some G6 people, Sena, but I feel like Sena actually does take her time to do something different and have fun. And I think that's a really good thing, because you make other connections outside of G6, and maybe you meet someone and make friends with them, and if they see you on a truck and they're there to rob you, they won't, because they know you.
Yeah, it's a hopeful, narrative in terms of like knowing people equals possible connections equals security. Yeah. But speaking from experience, just because you know someone, unfortunately, if they're like desperate times, call for desperate measures. So you will still get robbed. But there are cases where that is true, where because someone knows you, they're just like, oh, okay, I won't take this, or I won't take as much, But I do recommend, like, I wish that the people, or at least now compared to before, more G6ers are actually not on the clock, trying to keep a schedule. Because I too was that person where I woke up every 3 hours trying to grind and trying to like make my money. Now I'm just like, what is Oda up to? What is, like, shout out to like, to the other homies, that take me to Chiliad from time to time to like just have fun.
And having friends from different kind of groups and jobs, that broadens your own horizon, and you get to see other parts of the city too.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Piggybacking off that, there was recently, 2 weeks ago now, right? Sena and I, way early on, got into a bit of a spat during one of our runs.
Oh, wow.
A couple weeks ago, where it ended up with an event that I hosted 2 weeks ago, which was a women's only racing event.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of which, congratulations to our host for second place. So.
Wow.
Thank you.
Congrats.
And our guest for fourth. And our guest for
that's
fourth.
wow.
Yeah.
That is also you. Yeah.
Wait.
And that actually came about just brainstorming on the job. Like when you have a lot of time to yourself, especially doing something as monotonous as flying up to Polito on the highway to drop off a couple bags and then come back, you have a lot of time to yourself to either talk to somebody or think.
Yeah.
And
Also listen on the podcast.
Exactly. I load up a podcast every once in a while and just put an earbud in and call it a day. And you have a lot of time to yourself, and it is dependent on you what you do with that time.
Yeah.
For some people, they will just focus on the road. But there's a lot of people that have a lot of creative ability and are very talkative, who you can either run with or who will just be thinking
Damn,
about
just
stuff
say
to
I'm a
do
yapper,
things.
Daniel.
Okay. Well,
Daniel's
You have the yap
yapper,
curse,
what do
you know?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
what do you
Yeah.
mean?
Honestly, though, that's the truth right here. Everyone on this, on this couch right now.
Yeah.
I feel
massive
like-
yappers.
No. I feel like besides my husband are all massive yappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
about the money. I'm about the grind.
He's about the money, not
Oh,
about the
Mikey.
funny. All right. Well, he's working on. Everyone has their own things that they want to do in the city. So
Yeah.
I mean, hell, look up. Check Mikey in the lemon list for car postings.
Yeah, if you're looking
Yep,
for
Sully.
a cool cheap car, look up Mikey.
Exactly. But yeah, with the women's race event, like that whole thing when we were putting it together, the Sena Grand Prix. God, I met a ton of talented people. Like for example, Smokey Amethyst and Derek Lotley.
Hmm.
Very big shout out to them because Smokey hooked me up with Derek, and Derek was cool enough to not only make a song for the event, but he also allowed me to feature on it, which is that was unbelievable. I couldn't believe that I made the cut. I said to him, "Look, if it sounds awful, please take me off of it. I would rather save the embarrassment." But he
No,
looked
it was
at it.
good.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he looked at it and said, "No, I can work with this." He's like, "This is." He goes, "This is far from the worst thing I've ever heard." So I took that as a compliment. I was like, "All right, you know what? Good enough. As long as
Heck
it's
yeah.
good enough, that sounds good." Big thank you to Sunrise Autos as well for helping provide mechanic work, and to Bobby. He did some awesome catering from Yakuza, and I think one last big shout out to the EMS that we had on site. Big thank you to them,
Yes.
because if anything, because I believe some things did go wrong, thankfully they were able to
Senna.
take care of it.
Oh,
Okay, we don't
Wait.
talk about that. Okay, no.
What
I mean,
happened?
well, this is a podcast. We definitely talk about that.
Oh,
So,
happened? We should
talk
Mikey,
about
Mikey,
it.
explain.
Okay.
Spill
Yeah.
it, spill it.
Okay.
Mikey, what
I
happened?
think
there?
from a first perspective,
Are-
Senna should tell it.
Are we? Which one are we talking about? There's so
Yeah,
many.
What do you
exactly.
mean,
There's
which
so
one?
many.
Probably the one where you almost ran over like 5 people.
Oh, okay. So, in my defense, if people are racing and you know where they end up, okay, I did not meet to the angels above. Please don't send me to the Bahamas. But I may or may not have allegedly, accidentally hit somebody with my car while trying to stop during the race. In my defense, if you're dumb enough, no offense to the dude, shout out to you, homie. I hope you're okay. If you're dumb enough to walk across where the cars are gonna end up, I feel like it's kind of granted that you're gonna get ran over.
Yeah,
But-
and I feel like they were trying to make like a human end zone. What do you call it?
Finish line.
Oh, a goal line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
that
so
is- that
scared
was
myself when
quite-
I was driving. I did not want to hit anybody.
That was what the EMS are there for. If you're flying doing 100 trying to beat your fellow racer, then whatever happens after that was why we paid out the EMS. That was why they were there. It's like, hey, accidents happen, these things happen, we definitely needed to make sure that everyone was safe. So
I think that was a
big
very
concern.
smart move, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think my definitely accidental fuck up during that kind of just set the tone for how this whole event was created anyways.
Okay. All right. So for for context, I feel the need to defend myself here. The entire reason that we ran this women's only race during Women's Month was due to a argument that we were talking about where Sena had me drive our G6 truck, and to attempt to reassure her that everything was fine, I said, well, there's a lot of people in the city that don't enjoy driving, and I named off a couple names. And
Okay. What were the names? What were the names?
I've redacted.
No.
Regardless, the reason
you
hold
can't.
on.
You have to bear it all.
Hold on. I will bear it all, but not. I don't want to name and shame them. That is not their fault. It is, however, I named all the names, and Sena immediately picked up on a pattern and said, you don't have to, you could just say all women are bad drivers.
Daniel.
And I said, I did not say that. I didn't say that.
That's fucked
I
up,
didn't say that.
Daniel.
I didn't say
Wow.
that. I can't, no. This is, please not again. I can't do this again.
Okay. Full disclosure, Daniel is not, Los Santos' biggest misogynist. Okay, it was just an ongoing meme, just because, like you said, he did end up listing female names, and what made it funnier is one of the said females kind of like passed us on the highway.
Yeah.
And automatically, I was just like, as a joke, I'm like, hey, just letting you know, he said you're a bad driver.
Oh my god. Because, all right, so while we were having this argument, I happened to just let the intrusive thoughts win on the highway. And I jumped out of my driver's side door and I cracked my skull on a massive boulder.
What?
I incapacitated.
He was driving, not me.
Yes, I was driving. This is literally like during or right after this argument. I cracked my skull on a boulder. I am bleeding out heavily.
Oh,
and
my God.
I'm just on the side of the road, and all of a sudden we see a tow truck start passing us after my truck has flown across the barrier because I jumped out of it. There's no driver. And well, what do you know? It happens to be one of the people that I listed who said they were a bad driver and preferred people drive for them, driving her tow truck. And then, yeah, not only that, shout outs to the woman who is also the third place finisher in our racing event.
Oh, wow.
So, she really proved me wrong. Look, all right, look, it's fine. But yeah, we got our run done, and we made enough money to, the money helped fund the prize pool and a lot of the entertainment and the catering, and it was a great event. But all that really came back to just how we met and how G6 now tries to operate. I'm really trying to rehab the image and make it so that we can do stuff like that. We make a lot of money in the city. So much so that people really want our money. So,
yeah.
We would rather give back and do community building and do stuff like that than have it robbed off of us. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'd rather,
and it's also more fun for more people.
Exactly. Everyone feels a lot better if I'm handing out like almost $10,000 for a grand prize. Compared to just getting robbed for maybe something that will give them I don't know $1,000. But Elori, what do you think about like the whole experience you've had so far? I'm curious.
Hey, you're the newest here.
Yeah, I've been in the city for around a week, and I've before doing G6, I was working at Senior Buns, and it was pretty bad. I got kidnapped from behind the counter, and I was going through a big crisis. Like I was like, I hate this. The fryer isn't working. Nothing's working. I was losing my mind, and then there was these two people that pulled up in their G6 vans. It was Luke and Dermy. And basically I was like, oh guys, can you please bring me to the bank? And that's where it all started. They took me under their wing. Everyone was very, very nice, and they showed me the rope, And honestly, from my perspective, I don't know what it was like before, but now it's just like such a great environment. Personally, I feel so like invited. I feel so safe. I feel like it's a family. Everybody got each other's back. And I try to do my part also. When people go do their jobs, I try to protect them. I stand guard. It's just like a great experience because you really feel like they got your back, so
Like
that's
you're
why
part of the
I have a
community?
lot of respect. Yeah, I have a lot
Yeah.
of respect for Daniel right here because he does the a lot. One time there was like we got robbed, and I told him about it, and we told him about suspicious activity, and immediately he's on his bike, ready to go, ready to help. And it's just
Heck
like
yeah.
he makes me feel like we're gonna be safe,
Oh, that's really nice.
and it's just like
You're
everyone
gonna
is
make him
very
cry.
kind,
Don't say that.
Please.
Well, it's just like he's very reliable, and I didn't even know that before G6 was like not like this, because for me it's only been like good experiences besides like getting robbed. But it is what it is. You work with money, you have to accept that it's
Yeah.
It's
It
a
comes
factor, sadly.
Yeah. It comes with some risk.
yeah, exactly. At least like everybody got each other, so
Yeah, that's really good. It does sound like you're kind of a family, and I got that feeling when I went there to visit you guys on your workplace
Yeah,
yesterday.
we gave you a
Yeah.
bring your kid to work day. I was her mom for a few hours. How was your experience?
Okay,
Oda?
it was really good. I don't know if I can see myself doing it full time though, but I did like being with you guys, and you were being such a good mentor when you're doing such a good job, sweetie. That made me feel
Yeah.
so good.
everyone's so supportive. Like they finish their jobs and they're like, "Good job, guys." It's very cute.
Okay,
Oh,
but
man.
hey Oda,
Mhm.
I have a controversial question for you.
Okay, bring it.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were as a
Oh, yeah, I thought
sandwich
you were- I thought
or
you were
a...
continuing.
No, it's a
Yeah.
question.
Okay,
Oh,
that
is a
was
hot
the
dog a
entire
sandwich?
question.
Yeah,
Okay.
is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is it?
Surely it is, right? Because it's basically just a sub in a wrap, like in a, you know what I mean?
The wrap. Wait a second.
Well, like in a,
Well, the wrap
Hold
on a sandwich.
on, what?
Uh-huh.
Well, how do you think hot dogs?
What
don't
kind
just
of hot
come in
dog
that
are you
form-
eating?
Yeah,
Hot dogs
what
just-
the fuck?
okay, hot
Hot
dogs
dogs?
don't just come in that form. Like, wait, hello?
What
Wait,
do you
am I
mean?
crazy? Well, isn't it an amalgamation of like a ton of just like awkward meats, but it's like formed in that? You don't think that's
I'm
natural, right?
so-
Wait, hold on.
I feel like
I'm
you're
so
going
concerned.
way too.
Yeah, you're going way too deep
in.
for this.
Yeah.
No,
It doesn't matter
it's-
the
it
meat
isn't-
in the sausage, like.
No. Well,
Okay,
what
I
I'm saying, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I just think I'm gonna go with no, because it's not cut all the way through. And there's no salad in it.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sticking with no.
All right. What rest of the couch? How do we feel? Where are we at?
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Hot
a
dog's
Lord.
a hot dog, a sandwich, a
Wait,
sandwich.
Mikey,
No, it's
what-
not. Divorce.
Oh,
Oh.
2-2, 2-2.
No.
Alori,
Alright, you heard it
Alori, the
first.
breaking vote. Alori, the breaking vote is a hot dog sandwich.
Oh, I mean, I feel like it isn't.
Oh.
Hey, let's
Heck
go.
yeah.
I feel like
Oh.
a sandwich is
This
two
is a-
pieces of bread, This is one piece of bread
Exactly.
cut in the middle.
But
Okay, what
then
happens
is a
if the
sub?
one
Is
breaks?
a sub? Hold on. Is a sub
But,
a
well,
sandwich
if it
then?
breaks, then
That's
it's
a
an
skill
exception.
A,
That's
a
a-
broken bun is still a bun.
Well, yeah.
That's
So
true.
wait, then is a sub a sandwich? Look, a hot dog
Sub
bun
is a sub.
just
But
a
it's
hot,
bread.
a hot dog bun is bread. It's the same. It's the same thing. If I
No,
put
but a
if
sub
I
is
hold
a
on,
sub
okay,
and a
hot
hot
dog
dog
hold
is a
on, hold
hot
on.
dog.
If I put
Otherwise you
pulled
eat
pork
weird-ass
in
hot
a hot
dogs.
dog bun, is it not a sandwich anymore? Is it not a pulled pork sandwich? Is it a pulled pork in a hot dog bun? No, it's a sandwich. It's still a sandwich.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you lost me.
I'd
so.
ar- I would more
fine.
accept, a hot dog to be an American taco.
Huh?
Stop.
What?
I would.
Oh my
I would
God.
accept it. If someone was just like,
I
no, hot
guess.
dog's a taco, I'll be like, okay, I see it. It's kind of weird, but I'll accept that more.
yeah,
yeah,
I guess that
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, more than a sandwich. I'll have to agree with you on that.
Okay. All right. Fair neutral ground. We will take those. All right.
That was a good
Um,
question, Sena.
I have
Yeah.
another one.
Okay.
Is tea
Okay.
considered soup?
Tea?
Okay,
No.
what is leaf? Like, okay, if you how do you make soup? How do you make like broth?
You
What
put
do you do?
like vegetables in there, no? And
Okay,
Yeah.
but how do you make broth specifically? Like,
Oh, I don't
you know how when you go to the store and you can buy like chicken broth, beef broth,
Yeah.
vegetable broth. Okay, how do they make that?
They boil
yeah.
vegetables or whatever you want.
Okay,
And
okay,
you boil
okay,
it
right?
really
And
for a
stock,
really long
yeah.
time, right? Yeah.
Okay, how do you make tea?
You
Oh,
boil
Okay,
it.
I see where this is
Okay,
going.
okay, is
But
okay,
it's
is
still-
coffee
okay,
is
you
coffee
don't boil
soup?
it for-
Is
It's
coffee
coffee
soup?
long.
tea.
Yeah, is coffee soup.
I would say
No,
no,
coffee is coffee.
because
Well, it's
coffee
beans.
is
Tea.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
be-
no,
yeah,
no,
it's
no.
beans.
Okay, hold on. Yeah,
It's
I know,
ground up
but
beans.
when you're making, it depends what type of coffee. If it's instant coffee, I think no. If it's coffee, then I'll say it's soup.
No.
That's
No.
Why are you guys being
This
I'll
is
accept
racist?
lost
such a
everyone.
degenerate-
Tea is leaf
Yep, you
soup. I
lost
don't give a
everyone,
shit.
yep.
No, it's not, Sena.
And is coffee just bean soup? No, the bean
Yes,
soup
it
is
is.
bean soup. Coffee is
I
not
stand
bean
by it.
soup.
You don't eat
Okay.
it with a spoon. You drink it out of the out of a cup.
Yes, utensils matter. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's
Big-
true.
big
Technically,
agree.
okay, hold on,
oh,
hold
no,
on.
oh, no.
In different cultures, you don't even use utensils to drink soup.
That's true.
See? So,
Oh no.
so
No,
that
Sena, you're
utensils
not
I
gonna
think,
argument.
I think
one.
I don't think you can take like minor examples and be like that
Minor.
is definitely...
Wait. You're gonna get yourself canceled again.
Oh,
Oh.
What? No, I'm saying. Oh, okay.
Oh,
No. We're not doing this again.